Hi, my name is Penny Wolf and I sell on eBay and I also sell on Poshmark. Anyhow, today we're going to talk about sell these brands of clothing on eBay. And you can also sell them on Poshmark, things that sell. And we'll get right on to it. This will be a great video, whether you already are a reseller or if you're brand new to this. I know how intimidating it can be when you're brand new and you go in the thrift store and you see all these brands and you're trying to figure out what to buy. And but if you're also a seasoned seller, this is a great video because brands are changing all the time on what's popular and what sells. And I watch a lot of the other YouTube reseller videos because it's a way to really keep up on it. Anyhow, we'll get right on to it. If you'd like, you can subscribe. I have a lot of other videos up on haul videos and also what sold, ship with me videos, things like that, and also tips on how to increase sales and things like that. Anyhow, the very first one that we come across is it's a cool, and that is spelled KUHL. And this is a men's shirt and it's a pullover. It's more like a sweater. This is a really great brand. It's an outdoor brand and they sell men and women's. But if you get into the men's like sweaters, jackets, things like that, the prices can really go up. Anyhow, this is a medium. I did pay, I think I got this for half off. It would have been around $7 originally, I think. I think it's right around that. It's how much their sweaters are. I don't know. I paid like $3.50 for it. I was trying to find material. It does have some wool in it. It felt like it. Anyhow, I haven't done comps on this one yet, but this is a really great item and brand to pick up. And if I was to guess on this, I'd say maybe about 35. It could give or take on that. I'll have to look up comps, but this is how the brand is spelled. KUHL. And hopefully it's not backwards on there. But anyhow, that is a great brand to pick up. And this happens to be a men's. This next item is a Free People. And this is a sweater. And if you're new to reselling, Free People, it is a trendy brand. However, you're going to watch what pieces you pick up because some pieces don't sell for as much money and they don't sell very often. But some of the styles do, and they do move. I picked this up because it's a beautiful sweater. And winter will be coming up. And anyhow, it's almost got like a drapey kind of, almost like a bell cuff to it. But it's a dark green. And on Free People, they don't have the style numbers where you can Google it. But what you can do is take a picture and you can use Google Lens. And if you don't have the Google Lens, you can download that app. And when you take a picture, then you push the little thing on Google Lens and it'll bring up other comps like it. And it could show something either listed on eBay or on Posh or even the manufacturer if it's new. However, if you're not aware of this, do not use any stock photos for any of the items on eBay, meaning from the manufacturer, because you can get your account shut down for that. That is a veto, I think, and you just don't even want to do that at all. But it's really great to get keywords. This is a sweater. It's kind of chunky, and I'd like to say maybe, honestly, between 15 and probably 30 on this. I do charge for shipping on everything that I sell on eBay. That's just how I kind of have my business model. This next item is also part of the Free People, but this is a We the Free. Now, this is a little bit older tag, I think, because the new tag is like spelled out and it's white with black lettering. However, for a while there, these were worth a lot of money where they have detailed cuffs. Now, a lot of times they'll have like heavy embroider. And I don't know if they're still trending, but this still has a detailed cuff. It's thicker and it snaps. And with it being a thermal, I took a chance on this. And this here would have been, it probably cost me around $2. I got it half off. And I don't know. The detailed cuff ones for a while there were selling for like a lot of money, like $40, $50. But I think they have come down on price on that. And this isn't real detail. It doesn't have like embroidery. But I'd say, maybe 25. This would be a good one. I list everything on eBay. And then I only list some things on Posh. Posh is a little bit younger, trendier. Not that some of your other brands wouldn't sell over there, but it is. And that's a lot of sharing. If you do Posh, you'll know what I mean. But on eBay, I list everything on eBay because you have both. You have the mature, audience on eBay, and then you also are mature buyers on eBay, and also, more of the younger, trendier buyers too. This item is a JCrew. And if you're not familiar with buying a lot of items, JCrew is can be a nice brand to sell. However, For a while there, I stopped picking it up because sometimes it seems like it really said a lot. It probably is a little oversaturated. But with JCrew, if you look on their tag, and it's where the material tag is, it's either on the material tag or a separate little tag underneath there. It will have a style number, and it'll have a date. And this is OH17, that'd be holiday 17. And I heard that maybe you should look for the styles that are just a few years old. This is 2017. That's a little bit of time, but not super old. I took a chance on this. I think I got this, I might got this for $1. But the style number, like on this, to give an example, is G, and then it's 7286. And what you can do is go to Google. This took me a while to get it to work. For some reason, I could not get this to work. You go to Google, type J/crew, and then, space, and then a space, and then type in that number. And I don't know if it really matters if you capitalize the first, the letters, but maybe it's best if you do. Then you click on images, and it'll bring up other comps that look like it. And I know that people use stock photos over on Posh, but use your discretion on that. eBay, do not do it at all. But you can go over and get keywords. I didn't used to take time to do that, and I think it does make a difference. I've been doing that more now. This kind of has like a bell cuff. It's kind of cute. It is almost like a t-shirt material, but it will give the them keywords to use, and that's really great. This could sell, I don't know, some JCrew stuff, does sell between 15 and 25, but some only sell for around 10, 15. This, I would say between 10 and 20. That's probably about the price range. This brand I would probably have not picked up, and blazers are not an easy thing to move, and either are skirts if you're new to reselling. I mean, unless you get a high-end brand or things like that. But, or, certain styles or something trendy. Even though blazers were popular this summer, but it's not a real easy category. Do your comps first. But this is brand new with tags, and it's a Banana Republic. This thing was $129.99 new. That's really expensive. However, you only get a fraction of the manufacturer retail price when you sell on eBay or Posh. And of course, the stores don't sell it for that either. They discount off that. I don't know. I have to check comps on this new with tags, but I'd say maybe $20, $40. That'd probably be about the best. But it is, I will use a keyword of business. And you know what? They do have some style numbers here, but it's very, very long. And I don't know exactly for sure which one it is. But this does say summer of, it looks like of 16. And there is one number I'll try, try that. But career blazers sometimes sell. Some of your White House Black Market career blazers sell too. This is an interesting brand. I think that this is part of the anthropology. I have to look it up. It's Luminary, and but this was very detailed. And watch anthropology, because some of the brands aren't selling very quick anymore. That a whole line of all the different lines and stuff, they're not selling for as quick or for as much money. Some do in some pieces. I heard the jackets are still really good to pick up, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the sweaters, but do comps first before you spend very much. I think I got this for $1. And anyhow, I thought it was pretty with the embroidery. It has lace sides on it. I'd say maybe $10, $15, maybe $20. But that's the brand there. And it is Lumari. That's the brand of it there. And, it's not, if you're going to start selling clothing, if you haven't been doing that, it's all about volume. I'll tell you what, volume is one of the biggest keys for selling on eBay and even on Posh too. But on eBay, the more you can list every single day consistently, the more you're going to sell every day consistently. For a while there, I was listing 15 pieces a day, and I'd sell about 7 on average. That was average 15, average 7. It was about half, trying to get it up from there. But that's a big key thing. And a lot of your bread and butter brands are really important. But these are brands that will sell. And this was interesting because I've not seen this before. This is Life is Good, which is a t-shirt line. And I find that the women's don't sell for as much money or as quickly. The men's do, and the long sleeve t-shirt. And they can sometimes even be faded, but I'll show you one because I have one here, the traditional look one. I've not ever seen this part of their line. It must be a sports line. Look, it's got these cute flowers on it. It's called Good Tech. by Life is Good, and it's in really great shape. Since I've not ever come across this, I don't know how much this will go for, but maybe, $10, $15, something like that. But if you're only paying $1 and you're getting $10 or $15, that's a pretty great return on investment. And you may be saying to yourself, well, that doesn't seem like very much, $10. But if you think about it, if you sell 10 items a day at $10, that's $100 a day. Times that by 7, that's $700 a week. If that's your profit after, if you can make like $10 on that. Now, we all want the things that sell for more than that. And like, I have things listed for $50, $100. So if you think one or two things over $100, and those are great sales too, but sometimes it takes longer to find those buyers, And so anyways, this makes up for a lot, because there was times where I've sold a lot in one day or quite a few pieces, but it was all like real close to $10 or, just didn't seem like very much. And I went, but when you stop and I looked at the total for the day, it really added up and I was really happy, so that it does add up. This is Victoria's Secret pink, and this is only sleep in pink. So this is a pajama line, which I didn't realize that until right now. I was thinking it was a t-shirt. However, Victoria's Secret used to be a really fast seller and used to make a lot of money. I remember I used to check out this one reseller on eBay, and that's all that they sold pretty much was Victoria's Secret, and they had a really sexy looking model for all the pieces, and had sexy poses. But anyhow, this brand has really went down too. Some pieces still sell. Anything that spell out, anything, their lingerie sells, like their baby doll, and if you get any silk cremsies, which would be a one piece, those sell. That could be, if it's silk, it could be, I don't know, between $15 and $35. Get into the gold label, which is vintage Victoria's Secret. It would have like a gold label, and that's I think it's only with lingerie. I think then them pieces could be worth a lot of money, $50, $70, getting into some of those gowns or robes. Anyhow, but with this being a spell out, I think this will still sell. If it's anything with a spell out, I did think it was a t-shirt, and it is just pajamas, and now I'll have to, check pricing on this, but it is like a night shirt. And since it's pajamas, it's going to go for less. And I don't know, maybe $10 or something, $15, somewhere around there. This item I picked up only because it was brand new with tags. And watch in the thrift stores, because you're going to probably come across a lot of brands that are brand new with tags. But guess what? A lot of times they don't sell, or they don't sell for hardly nothing, or they'll sit in your store for a really long time. And you don't want that. You want quick turnaround in your store. The more activity that you have in your store all the time and every day, it's going to generate more sales. Plus you have, the money invested in the inventory. There's a lot of brands like Liz Claiborne and Taylor Loft, Mac Studio. Watch it, because you may sell them, but not for very much money, and they might not move very fast. And then you get into some of the, things that maybe you can pick up at Kmart or at like Myers and things like that. It's really sometimes hard to move that. I have brand new with tags, Forever 21. And I know that's not an expensive line to begin with, but man, it is hard to even sell the brand new with tags. But this is American Eagle Outfitters, and some pieces do sell, and I've heard some resellers say they still do pretty good on it. This was $34.99. It's already midsummer right now, but this is a really cute little halter top. It ties around the neck. It has lace around the bottom. It's adorable. In fact, I really, that style is just like super cute. With it being brand new with tags, I went ahead and, got it for $1. $34.95. Might get $10, $15. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully. Somewhere around there. This is a great brand to pick up too, but it doesn't move as quickly as it used to, at least not for me. When I hear other resellers say that it is one of their basic brands they pick up all the time, and it's a nice seller for them, but it's Soft Surroundings. And it's not quite as bright as what the camera on the phone is showing. This is more of like a, it's kind of like a rusty color, orangey like type thing, but it's suede. It's not that bright. And it's Soft Surroundings, and this is a petite small, though I didn't realize that till right now, so that's going to take a little bit more to sell. This actually was I paid $1, and I don't know on the suede, their pieces kind of go like this in pricing, as far as what you're going to get, but an average sale on Soft Surroundings would be 15 to 25. That'd be average. There's some pieces that might go for less, and there's some pieces that might go for more. But if you're not familiar with it, that's what the tag looks like, and it's Soft Surroundings. And this piece here is an Anthropologie. I haven't come across this particular Anthropologie that often. Does it have a stain? Oh, it's kind of like a burnout material. I don't think it's a stain. I think that's just the way the material is. It's kind of like a burnout. You see that right there, and there's some there. Anyhow, hopefully I'll have to inspect that more. But this is called Left of Center. Left of Center. And this is an Anthropologie brand, and it's just a little, you know, pop over burnout. You know, I know that sometimes they do use the keyword pop over when it buttons about halfway down, but it doesn't go all the way. That's a pop over. But sometimes I'll still put pull over or pop over for these, or long sleeve tee. But this is called Left of Center. And hopefully these tags aren't all backwards, because using the front camera instead of the other camera. Anyhow, anyways, it could be backwards. This is a JCrew. I took a chance on this. Polka dot is something that still always sells. It stays popular. It seems like no matter what. Maybe not as much at times, but it does stay popular. But it might depend on the size of the polka dot. Polka dot and paisley. Those are two things. But let's see how old this is. This is February 13, 2013. That's pretty old. This could sit for a while. Might not sell for very much, but I took a chance because it is polka dot. See, here's an example. Oh, God, thank God. I just come across this. This is what I would call a popover. It only buttons to here and not here. And that's a keyword that they know they've used for JCrew. And, but that's JCrew. And, you know, $10, $15, $20 maybe. All the JCrew and the Madewell and the Free People and all that will be listed on Posh for sure, because that's trendy stuff, and the Anthropologie. But it'll be listed on eBay too. This is a Madewell. I thought this was adorable. It's very, very classic looking nautical. And Madewell is another one. And I think Madewell is an extension of JCrew, but it's another one that also has it'll have a style number, and it'll have the date. And this was a holiday 2018. That's not really that old. And hopefully this will sell. But some of the JCrew piece, or the Madewell pieces, weren't real expensive to begin with, or they've had, even the stores and manufacturers will have sales. So you kind of have to watch it. You don't always get a ton for it, but they are a trending brand. And I'd say between 15 and 20 on this. And that is Madewell. It's actually kind of, you know, soft. It's nice. While we're on the topic, here's another JCrew, and this is a 2 extra small. That's a hard size to move. I have heard some resellers say that sometimes the really small sizes do sell because they're harder to find, but that really limits your audience a little bit. There's not a lot of people that are 2 extra small, you know. This was, it looks like summer of 2016. That's kind of old. However, it does have a style number, and I will be looking it up. Hopefully this will sell 10, 15. It's kind of soft, and that's the JCrew there. This brand is, this piece is a Free People. And, you know, they had this listed in the dresses, but I think this is a top. But at the store, they had it as a dress. No, that can't be a dress. That would be like super duper short. I mean, it could. I will try to do a Google lens on it, but this is very pretty. It's not quite a paisley, but almost as close to that. But I don't know, I guess maybe geometric or floral design. It's kind of a smock. Smock would be, you know, something that has that stretchy stuff kind of, or this. That's what I consider a smock. And this is Free People. They have this tiny little Free People tag. And one thing about the Free People is, doesn't want to focus too great, does it? You got to watch it, because there's another brand called Poof, and it's Poof, and it's got that same little gold tag. And you'll see it and think, oh, it's a Free People. It's a Poof. Poof is not a brand to be selling. I wouldn't. That doesn't move very quickly. I wouldn't think or sell for very much money, but some pieces of Free People will sell quite quickly and for quite a bit of money. This is a Vince, and I really like the line Vince. And I was just listening to another reseller the other day, because I kind of noticed it. I had some Vince pieces that weren't moving as quickly and selling for as much. And they said that, you know, they kind of had noticed that too. Some pieces do and some pieces don't. This is incredibly soft. And I did pay, I got half off. I paid $2 for this. And we're going to see what this is made out of. It's got, cotton, Pima cotton, and modal. If you're not familiar with the materials, modal, which is Modal, or Pima cotton, those are things that are very soft, and some people do look for that. I guess some other resellers have said that, but this is Vince. Vince makes men and women's, and this is very soft. It's a little pullover t-shirt, probably 10 to 25, I would say the range on that there. Orvis is an old brand, and I probably won't list this on Posh. I'll probably only list this on eBay. And Orvis, I think, is also an outdoor brand, and I would say do your comps before you pick up very much of the women's. The men, still some pieces, especially if you probably get into the wool and things like that. However, I did pick this up. It's 100% silk. And even, just silk and any brand sometimes will sell. But Orvis is an older brand, but this is very pretty, and it's a pink. I took a chance. I don't know, because I have to do comps on this. It could go anywhere between $10 and $30 because, this used to be a quite popular brand to pick up. But I know in the later years, I've noticed the women's doesn't sell very quickly. This is a JCrew, and this is what's called the vintage cotton, and it's an extra small. And even though this, I bet you, is an older year, I find sometimes the vintage cotton does sell. Sometimes the painter tee, which I might have a painter tee up here, and there's an artist tee. Sometimes they'll sell. This is, let's see what year. Oh, this isn't that old. This is summer of 2017. I thought it'd be older than that. And it's not quite as bright yellow as what it shows on there. But this is, they just kind of have it rode on there. And it'll say JCrew Vintage Cotton underneath it. And it's kind of almost like a burnout. But they're calling it Vintage Cotton. I don't know if I'd still use burnout. Maybe. But on that, $10, $15 maybe. Maybe 20. I doubt on 20, but this here is, I guess I didn't have another, I had some other pieces that were the painters or the artists, but I don't have them with this haul here. This is an Elaine Fisher. Elaine Fisher, if you're not familiar, is more of a mature brand. I do list it on eBay and Posh. I think there's probably more of an audience on eBay for it, but also Posh. I have sold some pieces over there. I had one lady, she wrote me a really nice note after buying a sweater, and she said she was really happy to find it, really happy to be able to buy it used because she couldn't afford it new. They're very expensive. This is kind of a very expensive brand, and some pieces can sell for a lot of money used, depending on what it is. If it's a dress or certain sweaters, things like that, could be $50, $70. This is just kind of like a t-shirt, I would say, and this is going to be kind of basic. It could be 20, maybe 30, but, I doubt if it'll go down to 15, but it could. This is, just Rain and the Kira, which is, like spandex. But anyhow, this is it, and it's usually a black, style tag most of the time. Elaine Fisher. There might be other designs, but that's one, it's very popular. See it a lot. They must use it for quite a few years. This is more the traditional Life is Good, and this is just a short sleeve women's. It's printed. It says Happy Hour, Life is Good, but they don't have the little guy on it. They usually have a little logo of a little guy, and it's usually on the rear here. It's a little smiley face. This particular piece doesn't have it, but they have this other little logo here with a little round circle. But this is what it looks like. It says Life is Good, and the men's t-shirt I find sells very quickly usually, and especially if it's something that's kind of popular like barbecuing or maybe camping or something like that. Short sleeve or long sleeve, and I've had a few that even had some damage to it, and they still sold. It seemed like, but anyhow, the women's can sit. I really like the color of this, so that's very pretty. Maybe $10, $15. The men's, though, it just like sells really fast. Anyhow, hopefully you got some valuable content out of this, and that was able to assist you on some brands to sell on eBay and also on Posh if you sell on Posh. And once again, if you can do me a favor and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. And I really enjoy doing the videos. And many prosperous sales to you. Have a blessed day.